Ice cream. We thought we would talk a little bit about big weaknesses. And you know what? This can be food related. This can be personal related. It can be both. So let's start with you, Eva. What are your biggest weaknesses? Or what is your biggest weakness if it's only one?
I have a lot of weaknesses, but I think I'll look at first one. Food has to be chocolate and peanut butter combined. Clothing is blazers. I have about, I don't know, 50 of them. Oh God, my husband's gonna watch this. He's gonna start counting them at home. But blazers.
You've got good ones, though.
I love my blazers. And you know what? Personal has to be the fact that I'm very easygoing and nothing seems like a big deal.
Yeah.
So I take everything on and then I realize it's a lot of work and a lot of stress for me.
Okay, so in the beginning it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, no problem.
I
And then
can
you're
do
like,
it.
oh my God, why
Yeah.
did I agree to do 36 billion cupcakes
For the school, whatever it
school
is, or
and
like, you know,
this
just
for the church, this for that? Okay.
let my husband go to Brazil and let him go do it there and be home with the kids for 3 weeks out of the year by myself.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, Joey, how about you?
I gave up my personal biggest weakness. I gave up coffee, so that was a little bit sad for me, but I did it with kombucha. Jeans. It took me 5 years to get pregnant with Faith, and every month I didn't get pregnant, I bought myself a pair of jeans. Took a lot of jeans.
Oh, that's nice.
And a lot of jeans.
Shop therapy.
Shop therapy.
Yeah.
And if my son cries, because my son's not a crier, and he's very easygoing, Faith cries a lot to the point where she'll say, Mama, I'm crying. So I know, I see you. But if Jonah cries, my son cries, it'll take me down. It takes me down.
Oh, because he's so strong and he doesn't go there.
He doesn't ever goes there. So if he cries, we got a problem.
The world's over.
World's over. For me, at least.
Very interesting. All right, Karen, how about you?
Okay, so food would be brie cheese. I eat a lot of it.
yum.
And I'm really thinking I need to cut back. I really, actually, Brent's like, do you know how much we spend on brie cheese? Because he's the one that does grocery shopping. I'm like, I don't know, but it is, oh my goodness, I eat so much of it.
Yeah.
So that for me is my week, because I don't have a sweet tooth, I have a salt tooth.
Yeah,
And
you're
a cheese
savory.
tooth. I don't know, is there such thing as a cheese tooth?
For sure.
Yeah. Is there? Okay, I've got the cheese tooth.
yeah, got a cheese
All right,
tooth.
so, okay, good.
That
I don't
sounds
feel so
gross.
alone.
I have a cheese tooth.
I'm feeling much better. Okay, so that would be, and then the other thing that I have is, and I remember this when my babies were small, is I have a really hard time relaxing if my house isn't fully in order. And I remember when the boys would be kind of screaming and I would just want to kind of get everything in time. And I just remember my mom saying, leave it.
Yeah.
Just leave it and focus on your babies.
Yeah.
And so that's something I have to really work on.
Do you really? Because I understand that weakness. And I'm not sure if that's such a weakness.
Well, you know what? I think it's good to do both, but at the end of the day, you have to kind of pick your priority, right? So, I mean, I think I don't like the idea that you leave it, it becomes a big mess. But I do think it's really good just to focus on your kids.
To live in the moment for a bit.
To live in the moment.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone want to guess my food weakness?
You
got that right. Okay, so chocolate's a problem. In terms of personal, I would say still a little too sensitive. I was a sensitive child. I was a crier, like your daughter and my daughter. And so I'm still a crier. But I've got a thicker skin now. And definitely it's not an industry you want to be in with a thin skin, let me tell you that right now. So that's something I'm working on too. Let's go to break. More coming on.